Hi, this is Kevin. So for today's knowledge drop, we're going to talk about a pretty common scenario that I've seen that can be complex, but I'm going to break it down and make it simpler for you. The scenario is when somebody is looking to sell their house and they have to take the proceeds in order to use that to buy a new home. I have some kind of best recommended approaches. It is a case-by-case situation. Every situation is different, but I'm going to share situations where I've had success. And so the first thing I'll do is somebody says, you know what, I need to move or I'd like to move. The first thing I'll tell them is that they need to get their home ready to sell. And what does that mean? I mean, it means get your house cleaned up, get it organized, and that sometimes it is stressful for a lot of sellers, but that's really the first step. Really, the what I've found is that the further along you are in selling your current home, the better off you are. Meaning, if you're able to get your house organized, that allows me to do work on my end, to take pictures, get the listing ready, get your home ready to go. A lot of folks have asked me, what's the timing? When can I go out and go look for homes? And I think it's always good to get out there at any time and educate yourself on the market. But the closer you are to listing, or even if you get your home to a point where it's on the market, that's really good, because when you buy a home, that seller ultimately is looking for the least amount of risk. If your house is about to be listed versus on the market, if it's on the market, that might give the future home and those sellers peace of mind that you're able to kind of thread the needle. When you list your home, I always put on the listing that it's contingent upon you, the seller, finding suitable housing. So it does give you a contingency as essentially an out. I had this, buy-sell scenario with folks, and they started looking. They put in a few offers, didn't get them. They ended up listing their current home for sale, and they got an offer the same day. Once my clients had their home on the market, it went under agreement the day of, within 8 hours, which was fantastic. That's going to strengthen their offer when they go to put in an offer on the condo they were looking to purchase. We had the purchase and sale agreement lined up pretty close. And again, that was communicated to the condo that was for sale that my people were buying. The other thing we did when the buyers of the current home purchased the property, I recommended that my people counter and say, let's do a what's called a use and occupancy. And what that means, it's going to allow my sellers to rent their current home after they close, and it'll give them a longer runway to go look at properties. I think what I've done is really try to put my people in the best possible position to purchase a home, even though they have a home to sell. Generally, if you're looking to buy and sell, you can achieve, going through the process and making it work. You just have to be really strategic, and there's a lot of little things involved that make a big difference.